Hi everyone, Amber from Amber Approved. Today I'm going to be talking about the dangers of letting the weigh scale dictate our self-worth. This is huge. I used to struggle with this all the time, and I help to coach people now with the issues around the body image, emotional eating, our weight, and frustrations around all of that, and I'm an expert in this field. So that's why I wanted to make this video, because there's a lot of dangers around really letting the scale dictate our self-worth. The first thing is we hop on the scale, we don't like the number we see. We react in a negative way. We attack ourselves, we get negative with ourselves, we call ourselves names, we put ourselves down, we don't have as good of a day because we're upset about the number that we saw on the scale. We may limit our social activities, limit ourselves from what we're going to allow ourselves to wear. We can then restrict, not eat enough, starve ourselves because we're like, well, I didn't lose weight, so I need to starve myself. You can then end up thinking you're lazy and have to go to the gym more and be more active, which could actually be causing more sabotage to your weight. And we essentially let it rip us apart. The number can really dictate our self-worth in a lot of ways. When we shouldn't be giving our power away to a metal machine that doesn't care or has no heart in it. I often find if we get into a period where we really put our faith in the scale, and if the number is too high, we tell ourselves we're not good enough, and we're only good enough when the number drops. And again, that's getting into dangerous territory, and that can spike and spawn eating disorders, restrictive eating, us to go on fad diets, over exercise, etc. And none of those things are healthy to help us get to optimal health. There's so many things that can dictate what our weight's going to be, and the last thing we should be doing is relying on a scale to again kind of tell us where we're at. Things like inflammation, salt, monthly cycles for women, hormones, stress levels, sleep, current eating habits, mental, emotional stuff going on. Even barometric pressure can change our weight immensely. Even if we're eating well and exercising, we're seeing a plateau. So this is why I highly encourage you to not let that number dictate your self-worth, your mood, your day. We give our power away to it. We can become a slave to it. And then we suffer, we starve, we restrict, we binge, go on diets, we overexercise, like I was saying, we hate and judge ourselves. This can lead to obsession. And then we get to the point where we loathe and fear and hate these numbers and seeing them, and we get upset and scared and sad, and it can get very emotional for us. So I highly recommend, if this is something that you're struggling with, that you reach out for help. If you want to chat with me, you can email me at info@amberapproved.ca, and you can book a 30-minute complimentary consultation, and we can talk about your struggles. I totally get it. I've been there, and I smashed my scale a while ago, and it just feels so freeing to go by how I feel, how my clothes fit, and my self-worth is not tied to a number. My self-worth and your self-worth too should be tied to how you feel inside, to celebrating the body that you have and being the beautiful person that you are, and all the hobbies you have and the traits you have and your quirks and your personality, and exactly as you are now. That's what should be tied to self-worth, because when we have a true connection with ourselves, we are happy and content now. Yes, we still want to make changes and be healthier, that's fine, but we aren't punishing our bodies and torturing them essentially to try and get them to be skinnier and see that number go down. So if you're struggling, reach out today. Don't let yourself keep suffering. I highly encourage you to come and reach out. So if you like this video, you're definitely going to love episode 67 of the podcast, the No Sugarcoating Podcast, coming out on Sunday. You can subscribe on iTunes or check it out at amberapproved.ca/podcast/67. Also, don't forget to join the private Facebook group where we chat a lot more about all these topics, and it's a great place of support. Again, I'm Amber from Amber Approved, your leading health food expert, an expert, of course, on supporting you to get to your optimal health and have freedom from all this junk that doesn't serve you anymore. We'll see you again next time.